Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking, and we are bringing you a divine spread today. By the time you get this, we'll be going through the lunar eclipse. So we'll be having that full moon in Scorpio. So the energies are very potent. I've seen a lot of Plutonian energies already. In the people, in situations, a lot of Pluto. My goodness. And my goodness, what are the energies, dear Spirit, on this lunar eclipse, this eclipse in Scorpio? As I'm doing this reading, the moon is at almost 12 degrees of Scorpio. It will get to the 15th degree. So it will be taking place at about 8:30 Greek time, 8:34. So it will be around 6:34 UTC time, London Greenwich time. So let's see what the powers are. What are the frequencies? That's what we're reading. The energies that are around us. What is it that we need to know? We know that on this eclipse, Uranus is on it. So anything disruptive and unexpected tower moments can happen. Let's see, dear Spirit. Thank you. We've got the Hermit. So yes, it is advised to go inwards, to turn internally, to go inwards, just like Mercury is retrograde. Someone's looking for answers, and we know that a Scorpio full moon is a very good time to do the detective work. It's a really good time. We know that the Hermit is a Virgo. It is a 9. It is a 9, and 9s do speak to endings. Now, Virgo does speak to health. Virgo is also the natural 6th house, right, which can speak to service to the world, health, discernment, physical, and opposite is Pisces, which would be more emotional, health. Our psychological health, our psyche. Remember, this is a Plutonian and South Node eclipse, so we're needing to let go of anything that's been very painful. We are doing the unconscious work, whether we know it or not. I'm wondering if many of you may have had dreams, very prophetic dreams, which I did yesterday. I've seen a few people wanting to sleep a lot, but I've also seen the unmasking of a lot of evil, a lot of manipulation and deception and power struggles and control and things like that. Very, very Plutonian. So let's see what's going on, dear Spirit. We need to go through healing. This is vital for our well-being. So we need to take some time out, go within, and look for the light. Look for the light within, because we've all got the darkness within our psyche, right? Pluto is the soul. Pluto is where we hide all those wounds that they may not be evident. They possibly come through here or there, and we wonder what's going on. So let's see what's going on with a divine spread. Venus is in Gemini, Mars is in Cancer. Venus will be in Gemini for a few more days, till about the 8th. I think she dips into Cancer, so she'll be much more loving and more homey, more caring, more nurturing. Okay, and the Sun, of course, is coming up to Uranus. Anyway, I'll do an astro update probably for you guys here on YouTube. We do a lot of astrology on Patreon, so do join us there to look at the month ahead. That's where to be, on Patreon. And goodness me, there's just so much in the astrology right now, but this is a tarot reading, so let's see. I do know that those of you that are born, you're a fixed sign and you're born at the early degrees, right, of Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, and Scorpio. It's not an easy time for you. But not only that, because Pluto is in Aquarius and pressuring you, and the nodal axis of the lunar nodes, right, they're coming towards that 0 degrees of Taurus Scorpio, but also those of you that are fixed, that have got placements around the mid degrees of the fixed signs. That's where the eclipse is happening. What's going on in the divine spread, which is my spread that I formulated, I don't know, maybe three years ago, possibly even 4. Let's see what's at the foundation. Where are we coming from? We've got the Page of Wands. Page of Wands, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. Enthusiasm, spontaneity, passionate message, wanting to take that leap of faith, wanting to take that journey. This could be youthful energies as well, but also remember very creative, because fire is all about creation. And this is the deep past, what is hidden from us that we don't know, that this lunar eclipse, this dark moon, this full moon in Scorpio, which is going to be very much, as you know, in full moons, we've got a lot of anxiety, stress, fear. Don't let it overtake you. Know how to work with the energies. This too shall pass. What's hidden? We've got the Knight of Cups, which is a creative offer or a love offer. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. This could be a secret admirer, someone who's checking you out on the internet, someone that wants to connect with you. Knight of Cups is usually Scorpio, but could also be Cancer, could be Pisces. Someone fears coming forward and being open with their emotions. Someone doubts their ability to create something magical. Right? Knight of Cups, we know, isn't someone that's very certain about themselves. Recent past, what's been going on? The Eight of Cups, someone emotionally has checked out. Eight of Cups is leaving a situation that did not fill all those cups of yours. Pisces is strong here. So we've got a fair bit of water. Like you, we've got a bit of earth with the Virgo energy. We've got a bit of fire. Pisces, trust your intuition. Pisces is the house of sleep. It's endings. It's the 12th natural house in the zodiac. Pisces is all about ending a major cycle. It's also a very karmic house, but it's also the house of spirit. Someone is trusting, they're connecting to the divine. Maybe they've been dreaming of something that they did not find where they were, and they're probably following their emotions. What's going on in the now? The moon, of course, right on. Thank you, Spirit. And of course, we've got Mars in a water sign. We've got the moon in Scorpio. We've got Neptune and Saturn in water, in Pisces. So Pisces does come up quite strongly here. Yeah, very, very strong water. And water speaks to intuition, emotions. And what we need to do with water is let it flow. Let it flow. If you've been under pressure, let those tears go. Unwind, purge, and let go of the toxin, of the venom, of the negative emotions if you possibly can. Because Pluto is pushing all of us. We've all got those fixed signs, right? We've all got Scorpio and Taurus and Leo and Aquarius. We've all got that in our chart somewhere. Crowning, more water, and we've got the Six of Cups. A soulmate connection. I don't know why I need to say siblings here. I mean, Venus is in Gemini. Gemini it's your close environment. It's brothers and sisters, if not through blood connection, right? We're all brothers and sisters. Six of Cups is the good old times, nostalgia. How simple did life used to be? And how complicated is it now, my dear friends? But remember that this is all about us going up a level. We are in ascension process, humanity and all of us individually. I do feel that if we talk to someone, one person, we just pick one person off the street and ask them if everything is just running smoothly, I doubt that we would even find one person. So understand, be kind to yourself, that if you're still standing after all that we've been through from the beginning of 2020, then you're a fighter, you're a hero, and you're a heroine. Congratulations. Let's see what the action and the advice is. Remember, this is a soulmate card. Soulmates could be brothers, sisters, lovers, friends. It could be mother, child, any relationships, people that are meant to be in our lives. And we've got soul connections. They're important people in our lives. More water. Oh my God. 5 of Cups. 6 of Cups, we go to the 5 of Cups. And this is like the emotional purging. Remember that the moon speaks to our subconscious fears. It's our psyche. It's those dark areas in our psyche that we don't want to look at, which we fear looking at them. But the moon is also very psychic. Remember, Scorpio is Plutonian. Scorpio is also ruled by Mars. And Mars is in Cancer now. So Cancer is the emotions. Now, Cancer is ruled by the moon. So we could say that the moon now in Scorpio is in the house of Mars, and Mars is in the house of the moon. Right? So they're helping each other. This is helping us purge. When I look at the moon with all these cups here, oh my God. When I look at the moon is our country, where we reside, our home, our actual home, right? And when I say home, where, home is where the heart is. Where do you feel comfortable and at home? Is it living with your parents? Is it living on your own? What feels like home to you? That's where you surrender. That's where you trust. But things are coming up. It's like a metamorphosis pertaining to the moon. And the moon, as I said, is our fears. It's our home. It's anything to do with a mother, being nurtured, being loved, the place of residence. The moon also speaks to any comforts. So a nice cooked meal, a home cooked meal would be the moon, right? Anything that makes you feel comfortable, but also things to do with the past. The past is returning because we're needing to let go of it. It's a south node eclipse. This full moon is on the south node. We need to get uncomfortable and out of our comfort zone. Okay, and we need to stop focusing on the past. Yes, they were good times. Yes, they were good times. Maybe you're returning so that you could close up a door. Because this is the past. There's nostalgia here. Was it a love connection? Was it your childhood years? Was it when you were growing up in your family, you felt safe and secure? And now the 3 cups are spilt. She's holding the 2 cups, but it's like she doesn't believe. She's all alone. It's like she doesn't have someone to share her emotions with, to have someone be on the same page with her, whether it's romantic or love or just over a glass of wine together. I see solitude, and what I want to say is there are many out there, many elderlies that do live all alone. If you are close to someone, you've got a neighbor, always, just reach out, check on them. If you've got any anything that is extra in your home and you can, a home cooked meal once in a while. That's what I call support, love, and compassion. But we see that, something's gone wrong here and she's focusing on the past. But remember that the advice is that we need to take action because this is what we're hoping for. Whether it's this, an old story that's returning now with Mercury retrograde still in Taurus, or it's time to close that door and look towards the future because she's holding the 2 cups that someone left. She left in the past because she did not find her happiness there. So there's a journey. There's a journey that's going on. And I've always been saying that recently. Ever since Jupiter stepped into Aries, I feel that a journey has begun. We're not all exactly at the same point, but on a larger scale, yes. It's like a new beginning. It's already begun. Now it's all about fitting into our environment. sifting through the rubbish, getting rid of the rubbish, getting rid of that heavy weight, that dead skin that's on our back. It's time to take it away. Just unload it from your back. Don't carry it with you. Whew, let's take a breath. Let's see what the possible outcome is. Oh, wow. We've got the sun. Oh my God. How optimistic is that? Thank you so much, dear Spirit. Thank you. We've got all the planets here. So the planets, it's like the stars are aligning here. We've got the moon and the sun. They're almost opposite each other, right? Almost. And an opposition, sun, moon, of course, it would be here. This is a full moon, right? So the moon is not quite full yet. We're not at the eclipse yet, but we're getting there. It looks like something will be illuminated. Of course, remember the full moon does not have its own light, so the reflection of the sun's rays onto the moon gives us the answers of what was hidden. But at some point with this eclipse, the light is going to be eclipsed out, because we need to go with our intuition. We need to go deep. That's why I'm saying meditate at that time, have some quiet time, see what signs and synchronicities, repeating numbers, thoughts, pictures, music, whatever it is. See if Spirit is not going to give you signs. I've been having lots of signs recently. Lots. And very, as I said, very prophetic dreams. Let's see what the divine says, how the stars align, and whether Spirit will help or hinder us here. Know that whatever is leaving your life, whatever you are detaching and letting go of, it's meant to go. Don't fight it, because that's when it'll be extra hard. Two of Swords. So you're letting go of a dilemma. There is a dilemma. We've got the Knight of Wands, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. And we've got Faith. So what it's saying here to me, and what Spirit is communicating, get out of the dilemma, make up your mind, be decisive, take action, and run with faith. We've got Taurus. We've got Taurus here. Taurus, where the North Node is, my dear friends. So obviously very strong for all the water signs. Of course, Sagittarius comes up again. Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, obviously. And we do have some air. Virgo is very strong, as we've got the Hermit here. Mercury is retrograde in Taurus. We've got Uranus there, who's on the eclipse, so expect anything to happen. Uranus could be just stress, it could be anxiety, it could be a phone call, it could be an email, it could be a tower moment, sudden aha and oh my God moment. Could be good, could be bad, depending on your personal birth chart. What's at the bottom of the deck? Remember, the Hierophant is a commitment. This Knight of Wands is a player. Usually he's not ready for commitment, but he's running with what he desires. He's at a dilemma, but remember, he's also passion, desire, effort. Right now, there's been a lot of frustration with Mars. I do see this card very, very much like Mars. There's been a lot of repressed emotions, like pressing on the accelerator and not getting anywhere. And those emotions go inwards and they bring stress, and then we bring, and then what comes after that? Blurting out our emotions, maybe even in a very harsh way. What we need to do is take a deep breath, take a step back, think. Because remember that Jupiter at the last degrees of Aries, Jupiter, which is the truth, sometimes truths can be very cutting, can be very hurtful. But when we're under pressure, we sort of taint the truth even more, make it even more hurtful. So let's see what's going on, because remember, this is a commitment. It's a family unit, it's a marriage, it's a contract, it's restrictions, it's traditions, and it's doing things by the book. But it's also someone is praying that they can get to their heart's desire. Someone's praying that there will be a commitment, that, they will get themselves to, what source, what their psyche, what their higher self is telling them, where they will be able to get to. Because this can also speak to a higher position. I mean, this speaks to hierarchy. And the sun does speak to happiness, clarity, confidence, love, risk-taking, that inner child happiness. All these things are the sun. And we've got the Empress in the reverse. Why? This is the frustration. We've got the Queen of Wands and we've got the Empress in the reverse. The Empress needs to wait. She needs to be patient. We know that the Queen of Wands is not a patient sign. Fire signs are not patient. That's not their forte, unless they've got a lot of earth in their chart, right? Not all Leos are the same. Not all Sagittarius, not all Aries are the same. I see frustration here, either frustration or this eclipse will tell us that something is growing and someone may have overextended themselves where patience is concerned, or that someone does not have to wait anymore for the abundance, or that this Queen of Wands feels deprived of love, deprived of money, finances, care, deprived of a mother. Oh my God. I get the goosebumps. I do get the goosebumps. Ooh, because I've got my moon in Leo, and my moon is sort of towards their last degrees, but nevertheless, all Leos are going to feel the pressure of this eclipse. And remember, the moon is the mother, and here we've got the mother who is not feeling happy. She's in the reverse. She is in the reverse. Now it goes, because she's reversed, she goes back to the High Priestess. Again, the new moon goddess. Maybe this abundance, this harvest, this love, this Venusian energy will come to us when Venus steps into Cancer after the 8th of May. But I would say around about the 19th of May, when we're going to have a new moon in Taurus. Now this is Taurus and Libra. Libra is justice, it's balance, it's fairness in relationships, equal giving and receiving. We need to keep the faith. Okay, so interesting. We've got the Page of Wands, we've got the Knight of Wands, we've got the Queen of Wands. Where is the King of Wands? Remember, this is a feminine eclipse. Scorpio and water signs are of the yin energy. So we need to love, nurture ourselves and be patient. It would be just around the corner, I would say, because we've waited long enough. The sun will come through. The sun is reconciliation. It's coming together with people that we love. It's marriage. It's the brightest card in the deck. Leo, which is the heart. We've got the Magician, which is Mercury. Like the stars align. We've got the Six of Wands, which also speaks to possible success. I mean, this Queen of Wands, who could also be the Empress, or this could be a mother-daughter situation here, possibly. And again, this speaks to pregnancy. It's like a seed maybe has been planted from the past that will germinate, but we need to let go of what's been taking up the space. Remember, we've got the Knight of Cups in the hidden position. This could be someone that, this Queen of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, could be any other sign. Right? We've got Gemini and Virgo here as well as Taurus and Libra. This could mean success in the future with what you are creating, your vocation. Right? And there's the Seven of Swords, which can speak to stealth, sneakiness, theft, but also intelligence, great intelligence. And of course, I'm going to put the Empress in the upright because all my cards are upright. So All right, let's see what else is going on, dear friends. What messages? Let's see the Karma Dharma. I want another card. I want one more card. One more card, please, Spirit. Thank you. Wow. We've got the High Priestess. We've got the High Priestess. Virgo Pisces. This can also sort of take us back to the Virgo Pisces. This could be pointing back to March. We had a full moon in Virgo and we had a new moon 20th of February in Pisces. So we're looking at February and March. End of February, early March. What was going on for you? Because that's what I see here. Trust your intuition. Lots of things will be seen. This is knowledge. This is wisdom. And the light. The light is given to us. Here is the knowledge. Here is the wisdom. Here is the ability to see, but to look beneath the surface. Pluto will also help us in that. Remember, this is a Plutonian eclipse. And maybe when you get the news, you're going to say, I knew it. I should have trusted my intuition. Let's see what the Wisdom of the Oracle advises. And I will take, at the end, I will take a message from the Greek gods. The Greek gods and the heroes from the mythic oracle. See what the gods advise. But let's take a Wisdom of the Oracle. Spirit, what is the advice? Calling on my archangels. Archangel Michael. Dear Hermes. And say, dear Zeus. Please give us the wisdom. What is it that we need to know? What is the light? We've got the fates. So fated events, yes, are playing out. And it is a number 17. Look at the stars. Aquarius does come up strongly. Where Pluto is, the ruling planet of this eclipse. Number 17. So fated events will be playing out. And that's what happens when we have full or new moons on the lunar nodes. Number 17, which also equals an 8. These numbers may be important for you. Let's see what the message is. Fate, karma, acceptance, that there are things you cannot change, and knowing what those things are. The Oracle's message says, the Serenity Prayer sums up the meaning of this card. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There are things in life you will never have control over. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective, by nature, and by the past experiences may be fated, preordained by spirit for a greater purpose you cannot understand in this lifetime. It may not be in your cards to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and work with what those events and your current circumstances have to teach you. This is the wisdom contained in the Serenity Prayer. Let's read in love what's going on. Other people are who they are. You can't change them. The challenge is to accept them as they are and not try to make them otherwise to suit you. This is a time to look at how you attempt to mold people to fit your view of how they should be so you can remain in the relationship and avoid discomfort. What if who they are and whatever is happening between you and them in this situation is perfect from the perspective of spirit? Now is the time to accept what you cannot change, even if it means that you honor yourself, spirit, and the other person by moving on. Love unconditionally, for each of us is on our own journey, and we cannot direct that of another. Be aware that this relationship is indeed fated, and you are meant to evolve into a better version of yourself as a result of it. Now, where finances are concerned, because these eclipses are happening on the financial axis of Taurus Scorpio, please know that maybe money's coming in, but money's going out, and it's going out quickly. The Empress in the reverse is big expenses. But as a reverse card, to me it says also that the future does hold abundance. Let's read the prosperity message. Your experiences concerning prosperity and abundance are beyond your personal control right now. And everyone, control, that word control is Plutonian, Scorpio. You are being invited to accept what is unreservedly. This could be a temporary situation seemingly thrust upon you by outside forces, but there is an underlying purpose you can't see that has been determined by the fates. It could be a situation you are unprepared for, and you may not understand how it will benefit you in the moment. Do not fight the situation. Ride it out and see where it leads. Surrender to it, and the serenity you need to make good choices from here on out will be given to you. You will indeed flourish. So you see, the promise is here, my friends. We just need to keep the faith. Let's take the Black Moon astrology cards. Yes, it is a black moon. Yes, it is a black moon. Now, if you are on Patreon, you know that we've looked into the eclipses already, where the astrology is concerned. And my dear friends, those of you that are wondering why we have not done the individual love readings for the month of May, it's because we've put them on Patreon on tier 1, and we did the elementals this month. That's how we're thinking of doing it from now on. So those of you that are not on Patreon, you may consider joining us on Patreon. We do astrology, mythology. You get the 12 love readings for the month. We used to do extended readings. Now they're brand new. They're the readings for May on tier 1, if you're interested. But on tier 3, we do astrology. We do the month ahead. We do on tier 2 full moons, new moons, and eclipses, the astrology. And you get to go into a draw. We take 3 winners every month. So let's see on this eclipse, this divine spread, what do we need to know? Those of you that don't want to be on Patreon, then you can get these extra readings through my website. Okay, the links are beneath the video. So let's see what Spirit wants us to know here. Pisces and I believe, and we've got the believe card here, faith. Pisces is here twice. This is a major ending. You need to believe, and it's a number 24, which equals a 6. 6 is the lovers. We've got Chiron and healing. And Chiron, yes, is the wounded healer. Many of us may be getting a little bit sick as well on this eclipse, so do take care. I don't think it would be anything drastic, but little colds and tummy upsets and things like that. Chiron is here, and he's here to heal. We can heal through connection to spirit, as long as we believe that we are fine. We can heal through music, through creation, through sleep, through rest. Chiron and Pisces. We've got an 8, we've got a 6, and then an 8. 6 is the lovers, 8 is the strength card. Now Chiron, this could be holistic healing, anything to do with medicine. Anything to do with medicine, plus also an open wound. An open wound, Chiron, looks like a key, and therefore we can find, this eclipse will help us find some sort of a resolution. It could be a wound that we're carrying from our childhood or from a past lifetime. Okay? And the key does speak to achievement and liberations, unlocking something. Could be psychological, emotional, discontent, not only physical. And we've got Leo and I will, and there's a lot of decisiveness here. And again, we've got 17. 17, which is the star. Pay attention to the 17th of May. Those days, 17th, 18th, 16th, they're not easy astrologically. So be careful on those days, right? But there could also be good news that's coming in. Leo is confidence. It's taking action. It's leadership. It's generosity. I will manage the situation. And it's just something that came to me now. It's July 17 when the nodal shift, the nodes from Taurus, Scorpio, they will go into Aries, Libra on the 17th of July, which is Cancer season really. But anyway, 17 came up a couple of times. Oh, okay, 3 cards. High honors, official person, I'm going to say official decision. Even though there's concerns, we've got 22 and 33. 25, 22, and 33. Now, repeating numbers, they're like master numbers, like major arcana cards. To me, they're not numbers that you can break down. But here, in actual fact, we've got a 7. 7, 22, and 33. I don't know if you want to have a go on a lottery or something like that, but I don't know what these numbers speak to you about. 7 is the Cancer and the Chariot. So there is an official decision that may be coming from someone that's quite honorable or honoring you. Even though there's concerns, maybe it's taking longer than necessary. Someone is making a choice. 22 is like a path that opens. There is transition and change, though. We go from 22 to 33, even though there's still concerns around a decision. Let's continue. I want to get a bit more. The official person could be a doctor, could be a solicitor, someone who wears a uniform, someone who's in the army, a general. Oh, and we've got the coronation of King Charles, don't we? I tell you what, it's not a good time to crown a prince, to king a prince. It's not a good time to crown a king. Not on a lunar eclipse. Let's see what's going on. We've got occupation, something to do with work, a workplace, anything to do with effort being put in. We've got the family room. Family room is where you feel comfortable. It's the moon. It's where you are at home. All right? So there could be a difficult decision about a home, concern about possible legalities. The occupation is a heavy card. It's not an easy card. So a decision or anything to do with honoring someone is not an easy decision. There's lots of concerns around it. And we've got toil and labor. Yes, the energies are quite challenging. Yes, this can speak to a workplace, but I feel what this is saying, the decision is hard, first of all, but then putting in the effort is what's going to be hard as well. But the faith is to get to that family room, that place of knowing, that place of comfort. Is it a position at work? Is it a real home? Is it work-related? What is it? And we've got a contract here. We've got marriage. This is the agreement. Agreement or disagreement. Because we've got a pathway, a Plutonian pathway that opens here. Something has ended. But something has ended, is ending, but the path is opening up. Pluto is opening up the path. This eclipse, remember eclipses can play out for months after. So it will not happen today, will not happen tomorrow. It can happen after a month. There is an agreement and there's a new commitment. There's happiness here. But there have been issues from the past. We've got the gift. Some sort of a gift ended. Was Plutonian. Was possibly something to do with control, money from others. And I don't know, it's like having gone on a journey that maybe there were good things here, but then there was an ending and a new path opens. There were good things and bad things, I'm going to say here. Now, I don't know, this speaks to physical distance. On this eclipse, maybe something that is ending to do with the past is opening up the pathway to this agreement, to this relationship, to this commitment, this contract, whatever it is. But it's not easy, my dear friends. Let's take another layer. Let's take another layer. Let's put our Empress right there. You can see her. What is the Page of Wands at the foundation? Actually, I'm going to do it like this, please, Spirit. Thank you. Thank you for guiding us. I'm going to take the cards like this. Thank you. And okay, we've got Judgment here, a moment of crisis, resurrection, second chances, Seven of Cups, many doors open, there is an offer on the table, an apology as well. Okay, so this Plutonian eclipse is going to be very powerful indeed. What is this card here? What's at the foundation from the past? We've got Temperance. Someone's wanting to take a leap of faith. Could it relate to a child? We did see the gift with the hands of a child there. But it also speaks to newness, freshness. Someone's been patient. They've been wanting to take that leap of faith. I don't know if this is a long journey. I mean, this could speak to short distance, long distance. But Temperance also speaks to something that's begun, where there was enthusiasm. Someone's needing to be patient because things need to be worked out, and this is a blessing. What is in the hidden position? We've got Knight of Cups, Knight of Coins, a very slow night indeed. So we've got Virgo energies here, Virgo, Scorpio. What the promise is here is that where there was an emotional offer, now it's in practicality, in reality, because the Knight of Coins holds that Ace of Pentacles. It's something based in reality. Remember that Taurus, where the North Node is Earth. It is Earth. So where there's been only romance or, flirtation, things like that, now it's more about seeing, strategizing for the future, seeing if this could, whatever this creation is, whether it brings you in security, money, it's about planning and strategizing for the future. And I remember we saw the Seven of Swords there, which is a card of intelligence and strategy, being smart. Eight of Cups, we've got the Death card and it's in the reverse. Oh my God, another reverse card. Death is in the reverse, so this has not ended yet. We're still going through this, my dear friends. For some of us, it could be until mid-year or even until October, because we've still got one eclipse in Taurus. Now, this is the last eclipse in Scorpio, so that's interesting. This full moon may close up this death process, right? Now, it's in the reverse, so it goes back to the Hanging Man, which again is Pisces, needing to wait for this metamorphosis, this change. The moon in the now position. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. There's a big potential here, a stable potential, something long term. Is it relationship? Is it a new position at work? Is it a promotion? Is it a home? What is it? And we do see cycles, round and round. Maybe you're revisiting an old cycle. Earth is grounding. It's not about being up in the air. It's not about being in our emotions. We need to know we can stand firmly on the ground. This is a potential. Overcome fear and take the opportunity, I'm going to say. Let's see what is crowning here on the 6. 6 of Cups, we've got the 5 of Pentacles. A feeling of lack where finances Love is concerned as well, because of different beliefs, because of different social standing, different positions in society, anything. This is like scarcity. When there was, once upon a time, there was trust, there was love, there was fun. Now we're in a scarcity mindset here. But remember, fives, and we've got a couple here. A couple of fives, they speak to change. Let's see in the action and advice. We've another 5. 3 fives, 15. 15, the devil, timing. There's conflict here. Someone is conflicted, either in a situation, in a family, in a group, in a work scene. But this can also speak to internal conflict. Lots of 5s. What is the possible outcome with the sun? We've got the King of Wands, everyone. Oh my God, everyone. I said we've got the Page, we've got the Knight, we've got the Queen. Where is the King? There he is. There he is. We've got the family unit here. Or this is about transition, going from the Page, maturing all the way to the most experienced King. And he is very powerful. He is very powerful indeed. And what I tend to notice in this deck, right, is it looks like there's a 7. I don't know if this speaks to July, so it could be a Cancerian, could be an early born Leo, I don't know. But could also be a Sagittarius or an Aries, as we're reading for many of you. King of Wands will take action. Leo, I will. This is all about focus, decision, making a choice, deciding, focusing, targeting, and aiming, and then striking the iron while it's hot. Yes. Let's see what we've got in the alignment of the planets and the gods. Another reverse card. 9 of Cups. Okay, I get a dilemma here that someone doesn't know whether they want to do something to please themselves or whether, I mean, is that what they truly want? That's the dilemma here for me. Another dilemma could be, do I walk away? We've got the 8 of Cups here, and a reverse 9 goes to the 8 for me. Possibly this will come in the future when someone decides that their wish fulfillment is in their own hands. It's there for the taking. It's there as long as they take the action towards it. Right? And maybe someone feels as though they made the wrong choice. They made a wrong choice in the past. And now they're facing the consequences. But they're still, how can I say it? They're still doing their cleanup. They're still doing their cleanup. They have not finished. They have not closed up the cycle yet. Could take them 2 weeks, could take them a month, or could take until October. Let's see what's going on here. And we've got the 4 of Wands, which is a commitment, which is a marriage, which is a contract, which is stability, which is celebration. Yes. Yes, and a sigh of relief. Now, we know that the Knight of Wands carries the Ace of Wands. We've got 5 Wands in actuality here. So the Knight of Wands doesn't know if they will accept the responsibility of becoming the King of Wands. Taking charge. Taking charge, taking the position, being the leader. The opportunity is here, and this is 11:11. It's the 4 of Wands, which does speak to contracts and marriages. There are second chances at happiness here, and that's exactly what we see with a Judgment as well. As Spirit is saying, it's time to resurrect. Where you haven't been happy, it's time to move on. Let's take one card on the Empress. And we will take a message from the gods. And we've got the King of Swords here. King of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. Remember how I said that man wearing a uniform here? The official person could be either an Aquarius or could be someone, yes, that wears a uniform. Someone that is in the legal field. Someone that doesn't show their emotions. Someone that's very intelligent. Someone that's got an ingenious mind. That is, it could be they're giving you the dilemma, or they're the ones that could be opening up that path for you. Someone that could be honoring you. I don't know what it is for each of us. We know the King of Swords can speak to legalities as well. So that's what I see. That's what I see on this eclipse. Let's take a message from the gods for a moment and see what the advice is here. Remember, Knights are all about action, but the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles in the hidden position, they are very slow, but they are about being, there's mobility. It's not, there's no stoppage here. Let's see what the gods advise on this Scorpio full moon eclipse. What is the advice, please, Spirit? What is it that we need to know collectively, individually? We've got Hephaestus and work, and it's a 22. And we even see the eclipse. Unbelievable how Spirit talks. Wow. Now this is Vulcan. This is Vulcan, the husband of Venus. And we know that Venus was married, but she was having an affair with Mars. Let's read, and there's the eclipse. Unbelievable. Number 22. Let's read. We're practically on the page too. Hephaestus is the son of Zeus and Hera. He was born crippled, but he was the favorite of Hera, the ultimate master craftsman. Hephaestus is a sweet and gentle-natured god who crafted many magical things, including Pandora's box and Achilles' shield. His creations are filled with magic, life, and wonder. He is the god of the creative fire and a divine blacksmith. Well, I don't know if this is the same person as your King of Wands. Whoever this is for you, this could be you as well. Maybe in a past lifetime, someone was a blacksmith. Because we did see a lot of fire here, and fire is creation. If Hephaestus has shown up in your cards today, it is a signal that something wonderful will happen when you do the work you love the most. Hephaestus is a craftsman who imbues his work with love, and this is a creative time where the focus is on crafting and creating true wonders in your life. This does not necessarily relate to the work you get paid to do, but rather the work you love to do. It may be a business you are creating, a project you are working on, or an idea you are crafting into existence. Now's the time to pay special attention to the inspiration you are receiving, for crafting takes a special kind of focus that requires you to be sensitive to the needs of the creation. If you understand that the creation has its own consciousness, you must be willing to craft in service to the creation's needs rather than your own, allowing your work will be filled with magic, life, and wonder. There may be a lot of hard work required at this time, but love, passion, and devotion to what you do is also present. This is the magical time of crafting and building, and soon you will need to be a warrior for your work as you take it boldly into the world. So this speaks to creation, but also it does speak to creating a situation through hard work. arts and crafts, a very creative time. And through fire we create. But fated events are truly playing out at this time. And remember, work is effort. Here it says toil and labor, which is not something that someone loves to do. So if this is in relation to work, maybe it's time to move on. Maybe it's time to start creating something of your own, or just put in the work to create something that we can bring to the world, or a situation, let's say. And what's interesting is that we've got the 2 swords here, and again we've got the 2 swords here, and we had the 9 of cups in the reverse. So remember, the cups would have been empty. So I suppose also it depends on from which perspective you look at what you are creating. And remember what it said, that this is the son of Jupiter, Zeus and Hera. Zeus and Hera, which is the king and the queen, right? And we've got the sun here, which also speaks to the king. And also because he was born crippled, and Chiron also was born half man, half horse, there's something to do with someone who's quite different, who stands out in the crowd, very Uranus, which is on this eclipse. Uranus is the person that stands out, the maverick, the weird one, the wonky one, the weirdo, the one with the blue and green and purple hair, someone who dresses very differently, someone who stands out in the crowd. I don't know if that helps you understand what the message is about, but again, I'm going to say, I really find it so interesting that the eclipse is on this card. So there must be some sort of a message in there for you. I want to wish you all well with this eclipse and with the energies, as they're very, very powerful. Be kind with yourself and with others. Thank you so much for joining me here, for liking, sharing, subscribing and commenting. And as I said, your message, you will have it around the eclipse. But if you can, take some time to meditate, be in a little bit of quiet, and trust what you're thinking, what you're seeing. Okay? Thank you so much, my dear friends. I will be back. Wishing you well. Namaste.